Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I'm your host here, John Harcar, and I'm here today with Lydia Hicks. And what we're going to talk about is really helping live and find your purpose through your business. And remember, guys, at Investor Fuel, we help real estate investors, real estate entrepreneurs, service providers, 2 to 5x their business by being able to provide tools and resources that help you build a business you want to build to live the life you dreamed of. So, Lydia, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. And I'm super excited to talk about living your purpose. It's something that, I myself am passionate about, as well as finding kind of what's your why, that type of thing. But before we get into all that and really dive into the weeds, take a few minutes and tell, our listeners about yourself, where you're from, how you got here, etc.
I was born in Romania 55 years ago, and I moved to Spain after college. I was 28 at that time. I lived there for 7 years. I'm trained as an engineer in Romania. When I moved to Spain, I discovered a whole entire area that interested me. I was a social mediator. Spain at that time had an invasion of immigrants, and they wanted to be able to include them and not create, issues. So I studied social mediation, and I absolutely loved it. I think it's my skill, my number one skill that I'm using in my own business.
Okay.
Right? Learning to find what people need, beyond what they think they need, right?
Sure.
And 7 years later, I met my husband over the internet, actually in a church, online church. That was 20 years ago.
Okay.
And I moved to America to marry him. We raised 3 children together and then had 1 together. And about 14 years ago, 16, I read this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Good old Robert.
That's how it all started. And I thought, wow. So I was teaching at that time at Florida State College, mathematics and Spanish. And I absolutely love teaching. I've taught thousands of students. And my purpose was not to teach mathematics or Spanish, but actually to change their lives. And they were asking me, I was telling them, I know I don't teach mathematics, I don't teach anything. And they said, but what do you teach? I teach you. It's about you, because I want to see how you learn and what you need. And there's no time for this, but I had a lot of success in my students. I absolutely love them. But I thought, I want to move and, in the next quadrant, but I didn't know, I had no idea what to do. So long story short, I got into a different passion, which was health. And I ended up opening a holistic center.
Oh, okay.
Which I like very much. But then I became a mother. I became a mother at 41, and I realized that this is unique. It's not going to come back. I quit everything, and I just dedicated to be a full-time mother.
Wow. So you dropped all the things you were doing and said, motherhood is my now.
Yes. My son
Awesome.
is 14 now. So about 2 years ago, when I realized that he wants to become independent, And I wanted to give him that space.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
I thought, okay, what dreams do I have? I went back to the book and I said, okay, what now? Now, 14 years later, I need to speed through these steps. I don't have time, right?
Right.
20 years or 20 years.
Yeah. You gotta accelerate it.
Yeah. So being an educator, I know that the only way to shorten, right, any experience is to have a mentor.
Yes.
So I started shopping for mentors, right? And to be honest, I love them all. So I signed them up with all 13, 14, 15 maybe mentorships, about $85,000 in a year and a half.
Were these mentorships, what were they teaching you? Like what specific?
Yeah. One of them was how to be a broker, how to find money, how to do creative financing, for instance, how to buy and sell with seller finance, how to buy without money, how to do fix and flips, how to write a book, all kinds of things, mostly related to real estate.
Okay.
But then I realized one thing. There's one thing in common that every entrepreneur has, which is money. Everybody needs money. And I thought that if someone has experience in money, they don't need money anymore. No, it's not true. They love to use other people's money.
Yeah.
Exactly. They have their own investments with their own money, and then they want to use other people's money for their own projects.
Yep.
So I thought, okay, this is it. I can bring money to people. I don't have to invest my money. I don't know anything about fix and flips. I don't know anything about renters and being landlord. Why not just learn how to bring money? And that's what I did. So I fully focused on that night and day. And I realized that people that have a broker, and actually Robert talks about this, you need to have, as an investor, a person for everything, a person to go to.
Yes.
Your realtor, your CPA, your tax,
your business coach, your life coach. I mean, all of it.
Your life coach, your broker, your mentor, everything.
Yeah.
You need to have one person because it's very dynamic, and there's no way you could learn where to find the money or the best way, or how much you need without someone that will teach you. So
sure.
I consult people.
Do you think your background in teaching, and I mean, you seem to have a more analytical type of brain, right? Or analytical type. Do you think that helped the guidance to the money part than, maybe more of the visionary type of owner that is looking to just grow and add everything in,
I didn't really start this business 2 years ago. I started when I was born practically, because I have good skills with people. I connect with people. I care about people. I love people. And I want to know what they want what they need, where they want to go, and why. It's all about also purpose. So when I was a teacher, I used my skills as a teacher. I used my skills as a mediator. I use, all of these skills to bring them money. So I just transfer my skill into just something else.
Okay. And then, so now what type of business do you have? Like what's your main focus, or how are you helping folks?
Yes. So I'm a consultant broker.
Okay.
And I'm saying that because I'm not just a broker. I'm not just bringing a loan. Many times people come to me for a fix and flip, and actually I guide them towards doing a ground up construction. Okay. Or sometimes they come with some numbers and I tell them this is not a good investment and this is why.
Right.
And I teach them, don't fall in love with the deal, fall in love with the numbers.
Yes.
Why
is that so important?
Because, it takes one
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Failed projects to ruin a lot of people, to mess up the relationship with the lender, to lose friendships, maybe people that give you money, and to discourage you and never invest again.
Right.
And it wasn't your fault. It was the fact that you didn't see the deal, the project, from all the angles.
Yeah.
Me, I'm not emotionally connected, so I can look at the deal and I know if it's good or not.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that trust my judgment and they verify it, they're very grateful.
How did you learn to underwrite property?
From all these courses.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You see? Yeah. So for instance, let me give an example of why a fix and flip can fail.
Okay, cool.
They don't look, they assume that they will sell the property at the price, but they don't know if it's going to happen. We don't know what happened with the market, right? And if the market goes down and they have to reduce the price, they may not make any profit.
Mm-hmm.
They have to pay closing costs twice when they buy and when they sell.
Right.
They have to pay holding costs. They have to pay a lot of things. And they all think that in this amount of months, I'm going to sell. Every single month. Above that, whatever they want, to sell, that's out of pocket.
Yeah, comes out of the profits.
And they think, it's okay, I'm just going to hold it. But wait a second. Let's analyze if you can hold it before you buy it.
Yes.
Because the rent has to service.
Yes.
The loan has to
Yes.
service the principal, interest, taxes, insurance, and association. Some deals from the beginning, they don't service.
Right.
So because of this, don't buy a fix and flip that you cannot hold.
Right. Yeah, and that's too, that kind of goes to like, if someone's trying to buy short-term rental, right? Make sure it can also be, it pencils out as a long-term. Have multiple exit strategies to, CYA, cover your, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So in your business, so are you a fully lender, or what are you like? How do you classify, what your business does?
I work with over 1,000 lenders.
Okay.
So there are 3 parts of my business, actually
Okay.
4. 1, I help people, any kind of business owners, to get funding for their business. It
Okay.
can be a brand new LLC, literally just made today. You get the documents today, we can find funding for you to grow your business. It doesn't matter if it's real estate or anything else.
Okay. So if I wanted to start a dog grooming business, hypothetically,
Yeah.
that's because my wife and my daughter want to do that. But anyway, so if I wanted to do that and I have an LLC called I Groom Dogs LLC, I can come to you and I can get funding to be able to open up a shop or buy mobile vans to do all this stuff. Do you help them like build business credit to be able to get that?
Yes. If they're credit ready, then they can go to funding. If they are not, I have a solution for that too.
Okay.
I work for every single problem. I found a solution and I have the person for it. I just refer them to that person.
Mhm.
They will work on the credit, optimize it, come back to funding.
Okay.
Then
Got it.
as they grow their business, come back for more funding.
Right.
Makes sense? And once they have 2 years of making money, then they go to a different kind of funding.
Got it. Okay. So that's one part of your business.
That's one part. Then residential fix and flips, DSCR loans, all of the residential 1 to 5 units.
Mm-hmm.
I work with 200 something lenders. I have about 20 very special, and I specialize in finding the most, how do I say, out of the box lenders, not the 80-20.
Right. I love it.
100% financing.
I love it.
for instance.
Yeah.
Or deferred payments. You defer everything all the way to the end. And by the way, about deferred payments, the solution for a real estate investor is not to have money so you don't have to borrow money. No matter how much money you have, that money, it will limit you.
Mm-hmm.
So don't think about I don't want to pay interest. No, you want to pay interest because otherwise you will always have a job. You will never scale.
That is correct.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Right?
That is correct.
You only scale with other people's money. Robert did it and many others, and it works. So if you have money, then use it to pay the down payment of several of them, or even better, as you, as an investor, get more and more experience, they will qualify for 100%.
Sure.
Actually, I have someone that qualifies them for 100% from day one. It's just that the numbers have to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
For instance, we can close in a week. A week closing is like cash.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's
In the United
fast.
States. We can also do a delayed purchase. Let's say someone finds a deal, they pay cash for it, they can come back. Now we can give them 75% back in the rehab.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
Then
So
if
that's
they
number.
only
That's the
just-
second part, right?
Yes. So that's the first part of the second part with the residential.
Mhm.
Then we move to commercial.
Okay.
Any building that is commercial, multifamily, restaurants, warehouses, all of that.
Okay.
I work with a platform that will, we have 700 plus lenders, any kind of
Wow.
lenders. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, insurance, life insurance, believe it or not, they also are lenders.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Oh, heck yeah.
Hard money, banks, credit unions, all of these are in a platform. And when I put an application in, I have instant match within 24 hours. I can bring my clients 6 quotes.
Wow.
That will take a lot of weeks of submitting documents
Mm-hmm.
and calling the banks to get that.
Is this a proprietary software you use, or?
I belong to, for that part, I belong to a company that created this software.
Okay, got it.
And it's a live platform. It's not just a software. Everybody, all the lenders, it's just a click of a button and I communicate with them.
Sweet. Very nice.
With, yeah.
Okay.
And then the fourth part is for people who have a lot of experience and they create the most amazing things you can imagine. Big resorts, golf courses, medical facilities, mixed use with, lots of condos.
Right.
Anything you can imagine, hotels. Those people are rewarded with 100% financing.
Awesome.
Can you
That is
imagine?
awesome.
And there
That
are
is
2
awesome.
ways. It is financing like that with only 4% a year, which is unheard of, right?
Mhm.
Or it is 100% funding with equity 4951. So they never have to pay anything back. They just split everything.
Wow.
But those are done with international funds,
Mhm.
private funds, and logical. It's only for people that have a lot of experience and proven.
Sure. Now, are you doing these in every state? Is there, are you limited, or some states you don't do?
Most of the states, sometimes Wisconsin has some problems. The quotas, unfortunately, are not very easy, except the ground up construction.
Yep.
But most of the states, yes, we'll find a way. We'll find someone. It may not
Okay.
be the same exact, loan. Like for instance, the first part, which is the business funding, you don't have any restriction with the states.
Got it.
And actually, people can. I know a family that a mother, father, and an adult son, they got funding, the first type of funding, business funding, and now we have a connection with a company that allows our clients to write checks and send wires using business credit cards. So, every time we find a problem,
There's always a solution that you
there
come
has
up
to be a
with.
solution, right?
Yeah,
So
sure.
I look for it and I found it. So now they can buy houses with their money, sending wire, transfer to.
That's very
Right.
cool.
Yep.
Why do you do all this? I know we talked about helping people live their purpose. I mean, why? What's your why? What's your purpose? Why are you?
Because I want to live my purpose. I'm an orphan child. My parents died when I was a little girl,
I'm sorry.
and I was blessed to meet some people that really live their purpose, like teachers, especially teachers, and they treated me differently, and they gave me a chance. In my country, to be an orphan child, you don't have any future, And yes,
Yeah.
yet I did, right? I was the first
for
in my
you.
family to actually go to college, and it's not easy in my country. It's a lot of competition. So I want to give back, and I love to see people's changing their lives. I want to take them, not just give them a loan, but take them from first quadrant, or the second. Most of them are in the second, right?
Right.
They think
Right.
they have a business, but they really they're self-employed, right? And I want to take them to the fourth, and I want them to be able to leave a legacy. I become friends with them, and I ask them. I know about their kids. I know about their
That's
dreams.
cool. That's awesome.
And I help them dream again. People stop dreaming; they're just doing, and I want them to be human beings, not human doings, right? It's a mix. So
Yeah.
I want to change lives. That's what I want to do.
What kind of advice would you give to someone that might be reaching out to you to start a business, to talk about getting loans and money? I mean, what are some things that you would say, or maybe steps to finding your purpose?
I believe that our purpose is connected to two things. Things that we love to do has to be an extension of us, and things that we hate seeing in the world. If you see a problem, then you have to fix it, right?
Yeah.
Whatever your call, like for instance, my calling beside my business is to help a lot of children that are orphans get an education. And I'm sponsoring right
That's
now
awesome.
a child that doesn't have a dad, and he is now in college,
Very cool.
And I'm excited. So the same thing. So you have to see what you want to fix in this world and what you like to do, what skills do you have, and just put them together.
Okay.
And then call me, I'll give you the money so we can make it happen.
Sweet. What sets you apart as a lender from all the other lenders out there? I mean, obviously we know there's a lot of programs, a lot of lenders. What sets you apart?
Me. The way I talk to people, I adjust to them. We talk 10 o'clock at night sometimes, early in the morning. I'm very personal. I jump on a Zoom. I am not just about the numbers. I'm a human being connected to a human being. And I talk to them. I tell them honest if it's a good deal, if it's not a good deal. And it's just develop a relationship. And people love that. For me, they're not a low number.
Sure.
They are them. They are this person with these needs. And
yeah, and I think that escaped us a lot, or escaped our society a lot. Obviously as more tech comes along, the connection with people kind of dims a little bit. We don't have that full one-on-one and that really big connection. What are some trends you might be seeing in the lending world, or in the rates or whatever going on here in the next maybe 1 to 5 years?
we really hope that rates are going down, but they are not at this moment. They are not,
Right.
But I do see lenders willing to finance a little bit more, like to cover a higher leverage. Like I told you, we will have 100%, right?
Right.
But the numbers have to work, definitely.
Yeah.
And if I can see something, you don't have to, choose me, but choose someone, a broker that is knowledgeable, personable, and gives you a lot of options. Seems to be somebody that really knows the market. It's a lot of work to get to know the market, and I never stop. I learn every single day. I connect every single day, and I always choose the best for my borrower. It doesn't matter.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, guys, I know we all always talk about the why and all that type of stuff, and it's very important to find your purpose. If you guys didn't pick up some nuggets from this episode, rewatch it. I mean, it really is. There are a lot of great things that Lydia talked about, and Lydia, for those that might have listened and maybe are in the need for funding, or maybe just kind of want to talk about, more about finding purpose. How do they reach out to you? How do they connect with you?
I have a website. It's called HLCS.services. It stands for Homeland Creative Solutions. So HLCS.services. And also my email is info@HLCS.services.
Okay, perfect. And I think I have your LinkedIn on here, so I'll put that as well into I'll put that as well in the show notes, and they can reach out to you that way.
Say something. Some people may listen to this, and that's another passion that I have, especially women. It's open to anybody, but especially women. Because I believe that a mother has to continue to be a mother, to be home as much as possible.
Yeah.
But also to do something, to create income, to find purpose, and to be useful and all of that. I have a free program that I'm training. My training costs so much. I got into debt for that, right? It's not
Sure.
easy to pay $20,000, $30,000 for a course, right? So I want to personally train not a lot of people, a few people, right? That they really want to get to double into lending or connecting, or but they don't know what it is. They don't want to pay thousands of dollars for a course. They will never pay me one penny.
Wow.
I teach them and they will co-broker. Right now I have a team of 10 people. They became my family,
That's awesome.
And so if they feel like, hey, I have the skills, I have the love for people, and I like numbers, then I will have them find their place into this world.
That's an awesome give, guys. If you're into it and you're listening to it and you want to be that person, reach out to her. Once again, we'll have all the contact information in the show notes, so you'll be able to reach out easily. And Lydia, once again, thank you very much for sharing all that. And I hope everyone enjoyed the show. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.
And
cheers.
Thank you for doing this.
Yes, thank you, Lydia, for being our guest. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.